It's like coming back to Albuquerque. It wasn't the greatest place to grow up. This might surprise you, but a redhead with my skin tone, doesn't really want to be raised in the desert. But it's fun to come back to and visit now. Hello. Third time's a charm. So I've come here today to try and find out more information on your side of the family, specifically Grandma Jessie and her history. She's kind of where it ends for me. I don't know anything beyond her, so I'm very excited to figure out how far back I can go with that side of the family.
Let's look at some of the photos, and maybe this will jog some questions here. This was an early picture. This is one of my favorite pictures of you.
I was very cute.
You were a cute little hockey puck. This is a picture of my mother. It's a very classy photo.
I've seen this picture. I want a copy of this. This is Grandma Jessie.
Yeah. And this is my maternal grandfather, Jesse Wheat Uppercute.
Okay. I did not know I was named after him as well. All right, so this is Grandma Jessie's dad, my great-grandfather.
Correct.
J.W. Uppercute. Look at that top hat.
Yeah. Well, he was a lawyer. So how they did.
I play a lawyer on television. I know something about that.
Never knew him. I do remember my mom saying that he was born in Maryland.
He looks like you, Dad. A little bit. Christmas Day, 1923. A modest token of affection from your husband.
To Elizabeth Uppercute.
So this is Elizabeth, my great-grandmother.
Correct.
It's very modest. I love that this is his token of affection. Just him looking very mad. Wow. That's where your knowledge ends, too.
Pretty much.
Kind of where mine does.
Yeah.
I just learned that my great-grandmother was Elizabeth and my great-grandfather was Jesse Wheat Uppercute. So Grandma Jessie and I obviously got our names from him. So now I'm curious to see if I can find anything about my great-grandfather online.
We should Google Jesse Uppercute, Law, Maryland. All right, I'm not seeing anything here, so.
Well, maybe you can refine the Google search, and I've seen my grandfather's name spelled with an E on the end.
Okay, Jesse Uppercute with an E.
Yep.
The Baltimore murder. Oh my God. Baltimore, Maryland, August 27th. Miss Amelia Wheat, age 78, residing at number 634 Lombard Street, was murdered in her bed by shooting at about 2 o'clock this morning. Her nephew, named Jesse Uppercute, has been arrested, charged with the murder. Oh my gosh. Did you know about this?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson is with his father in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He just learned that his great-grandfather was once charged with murdering his own aunt.
Jesse Uppercute, age 22, was in the house and first gave the alarm of the murder. On the arrival of the officer, Uppercute stated that during the night, his aunt called to him and requested him to come in her room as she felt nervous. I guess he lived with her. He did so, laying down on the bed by the side of Miss Wheat, and shortly thereafter fell asleep. How long he slept, he does not know, but was suddenly awakened by the report of a pistol when he discovered a man retreating from the room to the front door. He instantly sprang from the bed and fired 2 shots from his own revolver at the retreating robber and murderer who escaped. Miss Wheat was shot through the left temple. Okay, well, this got juicy really fast. Uppercute is a law student and is said to have sustained an unexceptionable reputation among those who knew him, meaning he was an upstanding individual.
Okay. We think back when you were 22 years old. I think back when I was 22 years old. You do some crazy things.
You don't shoot your aunt. He obviously did not end up in prison, or did he? I don't know. Maybe he spent some time in jail, so I don't know really where to go from here.
At this point, maybe a historian could help clarify some of these details.
So head to Maryland. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, we really jumped into the deep end with this because murder was not something that I was expecting to see. If this was like a distant relative, it might be a different thing, but knowing that it was my grandmother who I knew so well and it was her father, that makes it so much more palpable and so much more real. The details of the actual murder and his account of it, there's something very strange about the story. The dots don't really line up for me. I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine how anything could get crazier.